welcome back. There have been some recording difficulties, but I think I've mostly figured it out, so it should be a little brighter now, too, which is good. So when you've completed a mission, you get to see, you know, how you did. You can check your stats. We only found one of the 3 secrets. I'm not sure I remember where the other 2 are. That's alright. We found most of the loot. Here's a cutscene. I'm going to be watching all the thief cutscenes because they are quite good.
Business has been kind of slow these days, thanks to Sheriff Gorman Truitt.
Gorman Truitt.
He's been coming down hard on my competition and anyone else he deems unlawful. I've been playing it safe by keeping a low profile, but as my landlord recently reminded me, the rent is late. He says he's going to pay me a visit tomorrow to collect, so I'll have to go amateur for some quick cash.
Tisk, Garrett.
The warehouses by the docks should fit the bill. In addition to the usual shipping traffic, there's also a small smuggling operation sponsored by the local underground. Not too many guards, lots of dark corners, and several points of entry should make this job painless and profitable. Maybe I'll even have something left over for myself once the rent is paid. Wasn't that long ago that I was planning on my retirement. Now the only thing that's getting retired is my standards.
Haha!
If things get any worse, I'll have to go back to picking pockets in the streets.
Okay, so our objectives for this mission, we have to find a shipping label and then redirect it, a crate. We got to find some spice, have a loot requirement, can't kill anyone, and we have to get back to where we started. So before most missions, you can use the loot that you got in the last mission to buy equipment to make you more prepared, better gear. Generally, there will be some kind of, hint piece that you can buy if you like. I usually buy them even though, they're not always super useful. You can't accumulate your cash from mission to mission, so basically you should try to spend it. So I bought all the flash bombs. I'm going to buy the moss arrow because there are some pretty loud surfaces in this mission. And then I'll buy the water arrows. I could buy a broadhead arrow or a flare, but honestly it doesn't matter that much to me, so I'm just not going to bother. Okay, so we start out on a stack of crates here. You'll notice that the crates are very loud, and guards actually can hear you. That guy over there. Oh, Garrett has a mechanical eye, by the way, that can zoom. That guy over there can hear you. We're going to go over this way. So there are, you can hear it, but then there's also, you can see a guard on top of that catwalk.
Strange. I thought there was something there.
They don't normally spot you, but if you make a lot of noise, they will get alerted and come down to find you. Okay, so these warehouse doors, you can't pick the lock for, and there's not really a key for them either. So what you need to do is get the key to open this shed right here. Once you have the key that can open this shed, you can just dial in a number of the warehouse you want to open up, and it'll work like that. But before we do that, we're going to spend some time kind of knocking out a few guards, getting the lay of the land, so that nothing crazy happens. He's pretty well hidden there. Another thing we could do if we wanted is we could get up on this crate and then get up to the catwalk or kind of climb around there. But with the archer still on patrol, it's kind of risky. So instead, we're just gonna play it cool. There's more of the level over that way, and we will have to go there. But for now, we are going to stick with kind of clearing out the area around Building A. I hope the gamma is better this time. I kind of upped the gamma in OBS, so it should be a little better. Let's see, got an archer moving there. Got this guy, got that archer just standing still. Why don't we begin by brutally assaulting this guy in red? Then we can move his body back to there. Wait for that guy to pass us and attack him. Whew, I'm having to play this in a small window so that I can record at a good frame rate, and it actually is really quite hard to see. I should probably downscale my monitor resolution a bit. Which I hate doing, but there it is, I suppose.
Guess it's nothing now.
Yes, nothing. Nothing at all. And I think that guy's trapped behind his barrel there. Yep, there's a guy trapped behind the barrel there, but then there's also this archer here, so we're going to wait for this archer to make his move.
I can't believe the damn coffee brew is broken. These fancy gadgets around here. I can't get a simple mug of coffee.
So guards don't notice the absence of other guards, which I've always kind of wondered, like, I know it would make the game a lot harder, but that's probably fine, right? But at any rate, guards don't notice the absence of other guards, but they will notice the presence of bodies. So it is always good just to dump them into a dark corner. If you put them in a dark corner, then they'd have to literally trip over it to see it, and, you know, it doesn't happen very often. So we'll just take care of this guy who's stuck on level geometry, put him out of his misery.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Back in there is an entrance to the main part of the warehouse, which is where we can get the key to the shed, but we don't have the key to that door yet. So we're going to need to be a little...
I hear Captain Davidson came into port about 4 hours ago.
That's what I heard. I hope that
God, I love the
smuggler
audio
brought
in
us
this
some
game.
Spice. There's none to be found anywhere within this cursed city anymore. Help! Thief! Thief!
Alright. Probably. So, I mean, I could have waited for them to finish their conversation, where they talk about how nothing grows there anymore. Which I kind of wonder if that's a reference to Garrett killing the trickster,
As I thought.
or if it just refers to the rising influence of the mechanists. Well, we don't need to go into there yet. But at any rate, I knocked him out because even though civilians aren't particularly threatening, they can, well, she can yell and summon the guards like she tried to there. I hear a guard. Again, you know, you can actually get around pretty well on the crates here, but we don't need to, so... You'll notice how any movement at all really makes you a lot more visible compared to complete stillness.
Hello? Show yourself.
Not to mention more audible.
Oh well. I don't know what it was.
Alright, so what we're looking for is a red key. And I think this guard might have a red key. But we can't get into the... He does not have a red key. Alright, well... Somebody somewhere's got one, I know that. Ah, that guard has a red key, I think. At any rate, I've knocked out almost everybody on the perimeter, so if he doesn't, I don't know who does. Leaning does not make you more visible, but the game doesn't just track visibility, but also line of sight.
I thought I made it clear to you hammers that I don't like to be kept waiting.
Be thankful I treat with thee at all, unbeliever.
So if you're extremely visible but not in a guard's line of sight, he's not going to see you anyway. But if you lean into his line of sight and are visible, he will see you. Anyway, so there's a hammer right there. I'm not going to bother trying to sneak up on him because, you know, he's got kind of the face-to-face thing where either him or his friend is going to see me, so I'm just going to avoid him. I have the red key. I can get into the main building.
Just my imagination, I suppose.
Alright, so. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-da. Gotta get that square root of 2 movement speed bonus.
What was that?
Ooh, that guy actually might literally see me.
Okay, calm down. There's nothing there.
Evening, Dante. You look exhausted. You should get some sleep.
I remember what it was like to sleep. Boss left this morning and put me in charge of unloading and cataloging all the incoming shipments for the mechanists. Every single bloody thing they order is made out of metal. I've been lifting heavy crates all day long. I think my back is about to break.
Bunch of taffers in this city.
There.
I live near Dayport, and I used to have a nice view of the mountains. I used to watch the sunrise with my wife every morning. But now, that metal monstrosity casts a permanent shadow over my house.
Oh, the Mechanist Tower, you mean? The city has certainly changed over the last year. A lot of that's because of the Mechanists. I was in Dayport just last week. All the trees are gone, and there are giant chimneys spewing out foul soot.
My whole neighborhood stinks of that blackened air. My house used to be white, but now it's gone gray with that smudge. And my son coughs constantly.
Well, there's more to the Mechanists than just factories. While I was in Dayport, I had to stop by the Mechanist Tower to pick up a payment. I couldn't believe what I saw. They had these mechanical faces that watched me and sent shivers down my spine.
See, you can't unlock it with that.
Yeah, I know all about those metal watchers.
And you can't unlock it with your
Installed some
picks.
here in the building B the other day. I heard they plan on replacing us guards with them because they don't need to give them pay at the end of the week. I heard rumors that we're all going to be fired. If that's true, then I'll have to live in the woods like a pagan.
So, but that is valuable information that there's a watcher in room B.
Someday I'm not going to be a guard anymore. I'm going to be a manor lord.
You've...
So, again, there is just a little bit of grace period if you attack somebody from the front like that. I definitely should have been behind this shed, though, rather than... Okay, so at any rate, we can now... There's another way to get in. If you don't have the key, you can go up that kind of slope there, but we've got a key. No sense being extra fancy about it. At first I was like, what? Is that not the key? No, I just didn't have it on the lock. Okay. So we're looking to go up to the office, where there will be a key that will open the sheds. Now I can hear a guard patrolling. But the question is he going to see me if I go up these stairs? I think he will. Because I think he's coming down the stairs. Yes. How right I was. Alright. I hate these lamps. I hate lamp. But this is the main office, so I am going to need to go in there. Boy, I could really go for a scouting orb. Whew. Alright, so we got some guards patrolling the interior here, but I'm in the shadows, so I should be good unless one runs right into me.
What's that I see?
Don't worry about it. Alright. So that was pretty good. Got 3 of them in rapid succession. I'll just kind of pile them on the landing for now. Because I'm not sure if there's still more guards that walk through the main room. Oh, there's a civilian.
Yes? Is someone there? Is someone there? Hey!
There's not a civilian anymore. Maybe I can just pile them behind this desk. That'd be simpler. You'll notice there's the there's a red key on the desk there too if you wanted to just not knock out any guards. There's a lot of different ways that you can approach this level, but what is vital is that you get the key to the shed. Right, so
I won't have people lurking about where I can't see them.
oh, that's right, there's a civilian in here. And now he's unconscious. Alright, let's see. Bramrich is being paid by Gilder, Capeza by the Mechanist, Lucky Cylinder. Okay, so... oh, right, you have to read that if you're playing on, like, the easiest difficulty mode, where instead of stealing Gilver's crate, all you have to do is identify the tenants of the building. But, as it is... oh, and by the way, like, you can get up to there and... let's see, who are we... so, Noah's got some crystals that Capeza wants him to grind. Odd noises late at night from Lord Porter. An elevator that doesn't work. Lucky Cylinder has been evicted. Sheesh. Noah Germ wants a watcher. I don't know if he has one, but... aha! There's the key to the shed. So now... ooh, I wanna attack this guard. I want to attack a guard. Dude, surely a guard's gonna come through here, right? Forget it. I forget if there's anything interesting here. Oh, okay. So no, that's the other. That's the thing about building A, is that there's a lot of kind of doors here that lead into the main core of the building, but you know, you can only access them from the occupant's bay. That's right. I had forgotten that. I don't even know why I'm going over here. Is there a guard up here? Aha. I'm going here because I'm going to bushwhack a guard.
Smell. It smells like old meat.
What the heck? Well, that was really poorly done.
I'll find you. Okay, you asked for it now.
So I just spent 2 flash bombs because I threw the first one off into nowhere, and I missed my blackjack on him. Oh well. We lived. We've still got 1 bomb for an emergency. I should stop running though, because there definitely are other guards here. Alright, anyway, we got the key. I think we're just going to call this a segment. Nice. Okay, so we got the key to the lock shed. We got 1 flash bomb left. We have a relatively clear playing field here, so I'm going to just grab a save here and call this a segment. And then next time we're going to do some serious thieving. Thanks for watching.